guys. So I decided to do a reading for both Luke and Nicola individually. And then I decided to do a short, small reading on them together, a joint reading on their potential future romantic connections. So now, if you haven't watched Luke and Nicola's readings yet, you might be wondering what the fuck I'm actually using here as far as cards. These are not tarot cards, okay? These are Kipper cards. And this is something that I've been working on now for a little while and really enjoying learning and, growing a new talent, trying something new. This is something that in my readers group, my little small, beautiful, intimate readers group that is full of amazing, wonderful people, we work really hard on learning new things, and we are always trying to expand our knowledge and stepping out of our comfort zones. And a lot of us right now have decided to try learning some different kinds of cards. And this is one of those that we are all learning, okay? Yes, I've done several readings now using these, but I haven't done them publicly. So I decided, what the hell? I love these. These are so much fun. And I wanted to put something different out for you guys, okay? And this is definitely different, a different kind of style here. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Now, this may look, if you have watched Luke and Nicola's readings, especially when you get to their love life section, it is going to look very similar to the way that I have this laid out, but it is also very different. And this one, we put both the main characters in, such as the male and the female, because we're doing a reading for them. And a lot can be determined by the placement and the way that the cards fall, okay? All these cards I select actually via my pendulum. I use my pendulum to select the cards for this reading. I shuffle them really well. I recite my question as I'm shuffling them, and then we can fan them out and allow your pendulum to pick the cards, and that's what I do. I allow my pendulum to pick every single one of these cards. And then I even take it a next step, and I've been allowing my pendulum to pick the placement of each card, which has been really kind of cool. And I've really enjoyed the outcomes, seem a lot more legitimate and just feel right. So this has been a really cool experience. It is a way for me to not only try something new as far as card reading, but it also gives me a chance to use and practice more with my pendulum and put a little bit more faith into that. Because sometimes, I'll tell you what, pendulum work can be very tricky. It can be very hit or miss when you're just asking questions and stuff. So I've in my experience with it, it has... it's been kind of wonky, I'm not going to lie. It's been kind of wonky for me. I've done, had experiences where it got it right, but it was just off. So I'll give you guys a prime example of my pendulum, what it did to me one time. So back several months ago when, Nicola was going to the Emmys, okay, to that award show, and she was presenting, okay. Everybody was speculating on who she would bring with her, who she would have as her escort to the Emmys, right? And so I was like, what the hell? I'm going to play with my pendulum and see what it says, right? And one of my pendulum boards has letters on it. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to see if I can get the initials of the person in which Nicola is going to bring to this award show, right? And pendulum work, you have to be oddly specific, super, super specific when you're doing it. And so I was asking, I was like, okay, well, who is Nicola going to bring to the award show? And that's how I phrased it. Is who is Nicola going to bring to the award show? And I just started asking questions. Is she going to bring this person? No. Is she going to bring that person? No. And I finally was like, okay, can you give me the initials of the person she's going to bring with her to the award show? And it picked out the initials J.R. J.R. And so I'm like, okay, J.R. Ooh, Jack Rook, one of her best friends. And I'm like, she's going to take Jack with her. Oh my God. And so I was all excited. And in fact, I have it written down in my journal. I keep a reader's journal. And so whenever I do pendulum swings and stuff like that, or I work with my divination rods, I always keep track of the questions that I ask and the answers that I get so that I can come back to those later. And so I have in there, I put Jack Rook. And I was like, Jack Rook's going to take her. I hope I'm saying his name right. Rook. I don't know. Rook. Anyways, she's going to take him to the award show. And then she doesn't, she didn't take it. I was like, oh, this is just shit. I was like, I can't trust anything this thing is saying, what the hell? It was so wrong. Well, fast forward like a month or so later, and Nicola is being presented an award at the Harper's Bazaar, okay? The Victoria Beckham award ceremony that she's put on. And who does she take as her date to that freaking award show? But none other than Jack Rook. So I'm like, I saw that day, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, oh my God. She did take Jack. She did take Jack Rook. She just took him to a different fucking, award show because I wasn't freaking specific enough, I guess. So, yeah, it didn't lie to me. It was just off. It wasn't that award show. It was another award show. So, yeah, saying all this, I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with my pendulum because sometimes, especially if you're asking future things, it'll tell you, yes, this is going to happen and then the next moment that can change because people make decisions that change the outcomes of stuff. So it is very hit or miss when you're asking questions about things that are to come. Okay, it can be very hit or miss. So anyway, so I've kind of really enjoyed kind of this experience working with my Kipper cards and my using my pendulum in connection to it. It's kind of building that relationship again between me and my pendulum and building that trust back that I kind of was like, oh God, this thing's like hit or miss, and so I wasn't using it as frequently. So I've been using it a lot more here in the last few months. I've been using it in my zodiac readings to pull letters and such for people connected to those or letters that are associated with those particular readings, which is really kind of fun. So that's something I have to say. I'm enjoying using this my pendulum in this manner. So, okay, let's get into this reading, okay? I want you to take a look at it. You'll see it's set up a little differently as far as you no longer have the main character in the center. But I find it very interesting that they still are on that middle line and that they are actually facing one another. Okay, this is significant. If they were on different lines or even with their backs towards one another, that can also be significant. That has a meaning, okay? I've definitely done readings where, if their backs are towards one another, it means that they're not together. Like they're not going to be together. They're not, they don't have the same wants and dreams, and their paths are taking them in different directions. What I find interesting about this particular reading, the way this came out, is that they're both on the center line and they're both facing one another. And what's between them? Passion. Again, this is future energy. Again, that can change. This is all subject to free will, just like with tarot. But I saw this popped out like this, and my jaw kind of hit the damn floor, and I was like, oh my God. I had a little bit of a Delulu freak out for a second. So, which is funny. Okay. So something I find interesting. All right. If you look, at the bottom line here, okay, you see the rich lady has come out again. Okay. She's back. She is a young, and here's rich lady, and some of my other decks is rich girl. Okay. This represents a young 20-something girl. Okay. And she's kind of connected. If you look, she's facing this letter, this news, this information, right? If you look past the letter, on the other side of the letter, what is this letter connected to? The moon, which is truth, enlightenment. I really feel that whatever is in this communication, I feel, again, I think this is connected to Luke. This is that connected to Luke type letter. This is the same one that we were picking up in his reading, okay? And connecting to her energy, okay? This is information that he is receiving. Okay. And notice the enlightenment is underneath him. This is something that he's obtained or is obtaining. Okay. Directionally, this is something he's become aware of or becoming aware of whatever this letter, this information is that is connected to this rich girl, the 20-something girl, which, yeah, again, we don't have to take a wild guess as to who the fuck that is, okay? Directly above him is change, okay? There's a change that is happening here, okay? Next to the change is weakness, okay? Temporary problems, distress. It's a little bit of a depression, a little sadness here. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean somebody's getting a cold or something. It's temporary problems. This is a problem, okay? But it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem that he's going to dwell on very long. It's something that he's going to have a resolution for pretty quickly, okay? Now, when you look at Nicola's position here, what's directly above her? What's on her mind, okay? This is the gentleman, okay? This is good news coming her way. Okay, this usually represents, if it is representing a person, it usually represents an older man, someone kind of like the good lady, the older lady could be bringing good news, good stuff to her. But this also can represent just that good news, realism, something along that lines, confidence, gaining self-confidence. And that is what is on her mind, okay? If you read the line for this and connecting to her, there is a change, okay? A change from this weakness, okay? This weakness is being changed, okay? Into confidence, okay? So you see a change. The change is a weakness. And on the other side of the weakness is confidence. And I feel like that is something that she's going to be gaining, okay? Now, if you read it all together, okay, put this all together into like one big fucking picture. Take a big step back. What are we seeing? We're seeing a piece of information that is going to be revealed and enlightening Luke. Okay, something connected, a secret of some kind that is connected to this rich lady. Okay, the young 20-something girl. Okay, that he's going to be, receiving, that's going to cause a change, okay? Change that is going to cause some momentary changes and temporary problems and such. But from all of that, there's going to be self-confidence, stability, and good news that is going to be coming to Nicola, to her directly. Okay, and it's going to be on her mind, this confidence, this newfound confidence, and this good news coming to her. And what is connecting her to Luke? Passion, desire, a love affair that is connecting them. Yeah, pretty fucking cool, huh? Isn't that neat? Yeah, I love these cards. They're a lot of fun. So yeah, so we got Pirate Luke, aka Pirate Colin. And we've got Nicola over here in her dress that's coming off in front of a mirror. The parallels are paralleling, baby. It's kind of fun. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, this is just energy. The future is never set in stone. People make decisions that can alter these things. And I don't have an actual timeline as to when this will take place. This could be soon. This could be years from now. I just don't know. Okay. But it does look as if there could be some connections here. It looks like these things can be connected. So whatever the secrets that we were seeing in Luke's reading regarding this letter and this young girl, him being enlightened about this, is going to be starting a new connection. Okay, we saw that in his reading, that it would spark a new connection, a new relationship, a new desire, a new passionate connection. And now we're seeing Nicola in that position, okay, in the reading between the two of them. So this very much mirrors his reading, okay, with her now in that position of the actual love partner, as the partner, okay. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I fucking enjoyed it, that's for sure. And look forward to doing more of these in the future with you guys. I'll see about maybe doing one for the fandom here in a few weeks. Let's let some stuff happen first before we do any more readings. Yeah. Again, this stuff is for entertainment. It's fun. It should be fun. Never take this shit too seriously, guys. Okay, please. It's just for entertainment. It's just for fun. If it happens, fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, if it doesn't, oh well. All right, please don't invest too much of your heart and your hopes in what you're getting from readings. Okay, and please don't invest too much of it in people who don't know you. Okay, be smart. Okay, and watch your heart and your head. Okay, it's just my advice. All right. Love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And, yeah, as always, be blessed. Bless others. Take care of yourselves.